Good morning, everyone. Okay, so I'm back at my hotel finally. The internet is much better here, and so I shouldn't have as many problems. I know yesterday's stream kind of cut out. I was at my father-in-law's house in Florida, and they just had really bad internet over there. It was really hard to trade. It was really hard to stream in general. And so now that I'm back at my hotel, I went ahead and got the enhanced internet, and it's much better than it was previously. So my internet should be fine today. I know the stream ended abruptly yesterday just because the internet was going out. So hopefully I won't have that problem today. Anyway, so we have a decent amount of good movers in the market right now. We have DEST, which is a big mover from yesterday. It's technically gapping down some from 519 to 483. But I'm still going to keep an eye on this one just because it's up so much already yesterday. The biggest mover in the market this morning is probably CLPS. You can see this one's gapping up from 610 to 890, so a really big move, kind of following the VWAP up. And, it had a nice little volume spike right before the close, but I'm more short biased with it as I usually am when I see a stock act like CLPS is. And so we'll see what it does at the open. Interested to see if I can trade it. I'll find that out in a second. Another one I'm watching is VSTM. This one's gapping up from 558 to 604. Went as low as 520 in pre-market and after hours. And so while it's a small range, it has decent volume and it's moving a lot. A few people are watching this one. And so I'll keep an eye on VSTM as well. You can also see SOGO is gapping up some. Looking really decent. Gapping up from 1338 to 1394. Appreciate the sub. Yeah, I finally got my this thing. Appreciate the sub, Wendell. Welcome, man. Appreciate the sub, man. Anyways, you can see SOGO gapping up from 1338 to 1394. And so that one looks interesting as well. I'm watching a few other ones here. Aside from these, I'm watching HLJI. HLJI. Oh no, that's wrong. HJLI. Sorry about that. HJLI. You can see this one gapped up from 455 to 612, but then came all the way back to 5. And so I'm interested to see what this one does if it drops down to that $5 level, filling that 50-cent gap. Decent amount of volume, but we'll see what that one does. GOOS, a little bit more expensive of a stock, gapping up with a lot of volume here from 45.85 all the way to 58.70 where it's at now. So just a huge gap up. Really big move, over 20%. So, or over... no, not over 20%, but close. Big move on GOOS, which is Canada Goose Arctic Program. So we'll see what this one can do. FNSR, moving a decent amount, but technically gapping down some from 1770 to 1733. We'll watch that one, see if that one can move as well. GNK. Big gap down from 1817 to 1689. Gonna watch this one as well. There's also AGMH. Really big move yesterday from the 15s all the way to the 30s. So 100% move on this one yesterday. It's sitting at 28.16 now. I'll have to look up the news on that one to see exactly why it's moving. That one's kind of interesting. So we'll see what happens with AGMH as well. And then I'm also watching GNK. Gapping down, I think I might have gone over that one already. DPW, a crypto-related stock, gapped up all the way to 77 cents and then dropped all the way back to 67 cents. And while it's still gapping up 4 cents, I'm not as confident in this one as of this point. We'll see. I also might try to use a little bit larger sizing today. Yesterday I only had one losing trade, but it was a winning trade. I was up like 20 cents. I just used really small sizing and wanted more out of it. And so I think I need to take bigger sizing to try to take advantage of a little bit smaller moves instead of holding it for longer. So I may try to use a little bit larger sizing today. See how that works out. And yeah, that's what I'm watching thus far. I'll go ahead and put my watch list in the chat. This is my watch list so far today. All right, so let's see if any of these are actually tradable. That's what I really kind of dread looking at every morning. First one, VSTM. Nope, not tradable. DPW is tradable. DEST is not tradable. CLPS is tradable. Okay, so that makes my morning feel a lot better. Now, while these two aren't tradable, VSTM and DEST, these two are tradable, which is CLSP, which is the biggest mover in DPW. So let's move on to see which other ones are tradable that I can actually try to take advantage of on TradeNet. HJLI. Okay, so HJLI is tradable as well. Good. AGMH. AGMH is tradable as well. SOGO is tradable. GOOS is tradable. FNSR is tradable. Okay, so only 3 out of 10 are not tradable. 7 out of 10 are tradable this morning, so a majority are tradable. So that's good to see. At least I have some options today. All right, so these are probably going to be my biggest watches this morning. I'm still going to be kind of keeping an eye on stuff, see if I can find anything else that looks decent. Good morning, Eric C. Bashar. Good morning, man. Mitch, NYC Power Zone. Good morning, guys. Still kind of looking. In a second, I'll go over the news. Still kind of looking to see if I can find anything else. AMBO kind of gapping up some. Same thing with ICON. SOGO's looking interesting. It's a small gap though. I mean, it's a very small range of a stock. It looks like a really big move, and it is relative to the stock's range, but overall the range is small. You can see the range yesterday was only from 1276 to 1344, and so it's like a 70-cent range, which isn't that much. It's less than 10% range on that stock, and so it looks like a big move. Not quite. Yesterday it's gapping up some more in pre-market, but we'll see what happens with it. Let's see if AGMH can continue to follow this. Let's look at the daily for CLPS real quick. Really big move. Relatively new stock, CLPS. Opened up at 524. On 524. Good morning, Lucas. Yeah, for sure, Luke. I'll definitely be careful with it, man. Good morning, the best. Good morning, Marquise. What's up, guys? All right, so let's go over the news on these stocks. The first one I'm looking at is CLPS. I mean, I don't see anything so far. Alright, so yeah, so far CLPS doesn't really have any news. Thinkorswim is stating it's trading more than 50% on no notable news to justify this big move. The most recent press release on CLPS was May 29th. So after its public offering, so we'll see what CLPS can do here. Kind of curious to see why. A DPW, a crypto-related stock. They entered into a joint venture in the electronic payment space. They have a subsidiary called Digital Power Lending, and they formed a new joint venture with Mexico's OPAGOS, which is ultimately to launch a new network of 1,000 self-service kiosks starting in Cali over the next year. That's interesting. So we'll see what DPW can do. I mean, it dropped all the way back down to 67 or 68 cents, and so somebody saw something they didn't like, because originally it went up to 77, although the volume wasn't quite there after that move. Next one I'm looking at is AGMH here. Actually, I'm going to look up GOOS since I'm on a page that shows it already. GOOS. No. GOOS. Yeah, look at this big move here. GOOS gapping up from 45.85 to 58 something. So they are ultimately up because of a reaction to their strong fourth quarter earnings. They're an apparel-based company. They make apparel, so they basically make clothes, like winter clothes. And they earned 9 cents per share in the quarter on revenue of 124,821,000. So basically, they're up 20% in earnings and sales, and up 25% in EPS growth from a year ago. So good earnings on GOOS. And so we'll see if it continues to push up. I'm more short biased with it just because it's up so much already. I think it'll drop some at the open, but we'll see. It could very easily push up. Who knows? Another one I'm looking at is HJLI. You can look at the top right chart. And I don't really see anything on HJLI either. So I'm still trying to look up on HJLI. I think it's up on nothing as well. I mean, I know it's a really big move for HJLI, but no, I don't see anything for HJLI. Maybe, I mean, the latest news thing came out on the 12th. It's the 15th, so that's interesting. We'll see. Nothing really new on HJLI, so still got about 50 cents to go from where its close price is. We'll see if that one can make a move here. AGMH. I don't really see any news on AGMH either. Let me know if anybody else sees moves on AGMH. Let's see. Yeah, no news that I see on AGMH. Interesting. So a lot of these are up on zero news. Now maybe it's ultimately the good market, but that makes sense, fam. Appreciate it. Which ticker was that for HJLI? I'm assuming. Appreciate that update, man. Appreciate that. Good morning, Cool. What's up, man? All right, so moving on. Another one I'm looking at is FNSR. Kind of a crazy move here for FNSR. Let's see if it has anything new that came out with it. Older company. Nothing on FNSR. It's just kind of moving like crazy. It must be a sector play is what I'm guessing. VSTM. Can't trade this one, unfortunately. Kind of bummed out about it, but let's see if it's up. Let's see why it's moving. I mean, Thinkorswim saying CHFS is moving, but I don't really see it. RDY. You see RDY is up as well. The company reported, RDY, the company reported the FDA's final approval and launch of a buprenorphine and naloxone sublingual film in the U.S. market. So that's Suboxone. Something similar to Suboxone. Maybe it's its own brand of Suboxone. But yeah, you can see it is up from 33.02 to 35.10. And so we'll see what this one does. Not a huge gap. Okay, so VSTM is up on a common stock offering of 43 million. That's why VSTM is up. Let's look at Sogo now. I don't really have anything else on Sogo. Somebody said it was a sympathy play. Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Tiny. Good morning, BB. What's up, man? Alright. So, I mean, that's basically everything I'm watching right now. Let's see if we can get some good shorts in today. Yeah, I mean, what's up, Joshua? Hey, man, I appreciate that, Joshua, you were the one that sent me that $10 donation yesterday, man. Hey, I appreciate it. I think it was you. Good morning, Sean. The TVIX. Yeah, we'll see if the TVIX can get some. It's ultimately the TVIX plays off of the SPY's volatility, and so with the SPY gapping down, yeah, the TVIX might start to push up. If you're a long trader, you know, the TVIX may start to run. It all just depends on what the SPY does. Appreciate it, Joshua. That's awesome, man. Thanks for the donation, bro. Yeah, after you did that, man, I had to go ahead and straighten out this computer since I'm going to be trading here for the next day or two. I went ahead and put up the donation ticker and the alert so I can tell. But yeah, these two are probably my biggest watches, GLMD, or CLPS and GOOS. AGMX looks okay too. GLMD, this thing's just been starting to wash, and this was kind of to be expected. It was up so much already, up to 27, up from $6. So just a crazy, crazy move, and I guess this downward drop is to be expected. Good morning, Chad. You ever get your TradeNet approved, Chad? I'm back to, I'm not back home yet. I'm in Louisiana now. I have a lot of family that lives here. This is where I'm originally from. And so I'm going to be here until Tuesday of next week. But my hotel here has much better internet than Florida, where I was staying in Florida did. So nice, Chad. Hey, good luck, bro. TNTR. Man, TNTR washing out big. I doubt it's tradable. It's a 50-cent stock. Let me see. TNTR is tradable, which is crazy. Yeah, TNTR is a 50-cent stock, and I can trade it on TradeNet, so that's good. Nice, Aaron. Hey, well, good luck with it, guys. All right, so we got about 20 minutes until the open. Let's see if I can find anything else that's moving here. Oh yeah, it's crashing big. I mean, I'm gonna watch it for a rebound, but the only thing I get worried about with stocks like this is I get worried it gets halted or delisted and never resumes, and so it's a little sketchy. But I'll definitely keep an eye on it. TXMD looks good as well, and I can trade TXMD too. So most of the stuff on my watch list is tradable today. The only few that aren't are VSTM, and there was one other one, I can't remember what it was. But the 7 out of 10 on my watch list were tradable. But yeah, TXMD gapping up. Let me see if I can find the news on TXMD. All right, so TXMD, basically what happened to this was that JP Morgan initiated coverage on them, and JP Morgan gave them an overweight rating. They said their price target is only $11. And so we'll see what happens with it. I guess that was enough to make it gap up. But I thought overweight meant bad. Maybe I have to check on these analyst ratings. Yeah, I'm definitely watching CLPS. That's probably my biggest watch. The level I'm really watching for this one is this 990 and $10 point. Like, I'm watching that $10 point as well. I want to see it break that 990 pre-market high and then maybe make a run for 10. If it drops under the VWAP and starts to kind of fail, which a lot of time these big gappers will do, I'll definitely think about shorting it. Good luck, Mitch. Yeah, just don't force it, man. Uh, just don't force it. One of my biggest problems is that I force trades if I'm not having a good day, and so don't force it. Just let it come to you. You know. Yeah, we'll see what CLPS does. That's definitely my biggest watch. Watching TNTR, man, this thing just got hammered. Mitch brought this one up. This thing just got hammered from 72 all the way down to 50. So, man, just took a huge hit here. We'll see if it can rebound some. It's sitting right at that 50-cent level, which is the most crucial level as of now for TNTR. We'll see if it can bounce off of there, rebound, get rejected. Gonna kind of watch that, see what happens with it. TXMD is another one I'm watching. Gapping up from 688 to 731. Been riding the VWAP all morning. Maybe look to get in if it breaks under the VWAP, starts to test it. GOOS gapping up from 45.85 to 58.90, so a really big gap. What's up, TJ? Yeah, for sure, Mitch. I gotta just follow one setup. I think that's better for me at least. What's up, TJ? Good morning, man. All right, so TNTR up to 51. I just gotta stop going long in stocks. I'm just terrible at long stocks. I'm good at shorting. I'm bad at long. All right, so there goes CLPS breaking over that previous high. Um, and pre-market up to 994. It's about to test 10. The thing, I'm usually really short biased with stocks like CLPS. The only thing I have to be careful of with this type of stock is that there's not really any recent news out on it. It's a recent IPO, so that may be enough to make it run. But there's not really any recent news out on this one. And so I just don't want to get caught in a short squeeze and have this thing push up if it does start to run up really big here and break 10. And so that's the only thing I'm a little bit careful with that one. Yeah, for sure. And I would say I'd want to short TNTR, but it's just so cheap. I'm just not used to shorting stocks that cheap. I don't really want to go outside my little bubble of what works for me as a trader. So, but yeah, I might try to use a little bit larger sizing, 200 shares today maybe. See how that goes. Also gonna watch VKTX. Been watching this one every day. It's been somewhat reliable for the most part. Yeah, I made about 20 cents on this one yesterday, but I wasn't using big enough share size, and so just that alone makes me want to try a little bit larger sizing. Wait for good A+ setups though. Alright, so you can see TNTR is testing that low of the day at 45 cents, and CLPS is breaking over the whole dollar of 10. It's at 10.10 now, at 10.03. We'll see if it continues to bounce. This one has a huge range thus far, a whole range in the last few minutes of about $1. And so really big move. Definitely watching CLPS is probably the biggest, the biggest one I'm watching this morning. Up to 10.15, so big gap. Yeah, that's my problem with TradeNet. I never have like a green trade from the beginning. It's always like a losing trade. I think it's because I don't have as much patience because it's a new TradeNet account and I just figure I can build it back up later, but that's the biggest problem I have with it. CLPS up to 10.30, 10.24, big move. TNTR dropping under those lows here. Really big move on CLPS. Got to take it slow here with that one though. The shippers are moving, Randy. What's one of the shippers? DRYS. Yes, shippers went crazy yesterday. TOPS gapping up some. Oh, what's another shipper? SHIP, ANY, DRYS. DRYS had a nice day yesterday. It's about break even though. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Lucas, I'm definitely not going to buy it. I was thinking about shorting it just because it's gapped up so much already. Yeah. But yeah, we got some decent setups today. CLPS is a big watch. I'm definitely looking at shorting it. It all just depends, though. It's such a big range. I got to be very careful with it. Watching TXMD, TNTR, SOGO, and a few other decent ones that look okay. But yeah, we got 9 minutes, guys. I'll go ahead and put my watch list in the chat again just so you all can see it. But we got a few decent ones. I mean, I'm also keeping an eye on HJLI, and this one is tradable as well. But it's only gapping up about 20 cents right now. It was gapping up all the way to 6.12, so $1.30, but it came all the way right back down. So I'm gonna watch it under 4.20, $4.20. See if it can crack under there. Not my favorite one anymore. Keeping an eye on AGMH as well. Gapping up from 27.80 to 28.20, so a 40-cent gap, relatively small. But overall, it has a pretty big range, especially after yesterday's huge move in this one. AI. Yeah, I was watching AI this morning as well. This one's dropping big. Down from 11.32 to 10.44 now. Needs some more volume though. Overall, it has pretty low volume. What's the IRS wash rule? I mean, with this, it's CFD trading, so I don't know if that would really be relevant to me, Sam. But I appreciate the heads up. Alright, guys, so we got about 7 minutes until the open. I'll be right back. I got to run grab something, but I should be back in less than a minute. My internet's definitely working better today, so that's always good. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, we've got a few options today. Hopefully we'll get some decent runs. Still kind of creeping around looking at stuff. See if I could find anything else that looks good. Maybe MNTB. MTNB. Hold on. MTNB gapping up a little bit. Don't really like it. DPW. Man, just looking weak. DPW is just looking weak. It's bouncing back to the VWAP, but it just doesn't have enough room before the closing price for me to make any real profit off of it, I don't think. A CANF maybe. SVU. AI. TNXP. BOXL. DNJR. I mean, I think I found everything that's really moving. CHKE, gapping down some. CRF, gapping down some. CRF's a pretty big gap down. I'm guessing this is an ETF though. HJLI bouncing back some here to 515. We'll see what HJLI can do as well. I don't know if I want to say exactly where I am, but I am around Denham Springs, if you know where that is. Nobody, out of here.
Bye, iPad.
Here, go ask your mom. Close the door. Close the door. Thank you, buddy. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, he just walked in when you said that, NYC. Yeah, he's, my wife's got him. I'm at, the problem with the other house, like I was staying at my father-in-law's house, in the last few days, and, his Wi-Fi was terrible. Like, I had to be downstairs in the living room streaming. And so because of that, it was kind of chaotic in the stream, and I just didn't like it. And so, you know, I tried to use it upstairs. The reason it failed yesterday was because I tried to put myself in a different room, and the Wi-Fi would only work in the living room. And so I'm definitely glad I'm back here for the stream now. Nice, Michael. Yeah, I have a few friends that live in Lafayette. Alright guys, we got 2 minutes until the open. Good luck, everyone. Like I said, I may try to use a little bit larger sizing today. Yes, that's what I got surfing. Yeah, I mean, this is more, this is CFD trading, Sam, and so I don't even know if that would be completely relevant for me, but I do appreciate you telling me that in case I do start trading regular stocks, you know. Alright guys, we got less than a minute until open. I mean, I'm more short biased with it, Chad, but it could very easily push up, especially if it's getting pumped up on zero news. It could very easily keep getting pumped up at the open. But since it's up so much, you know, like I always say, I'm usually short biased with these type of stocks, but we'll see. Make sure my mic is on. So we got 1 minute, guys. I'm going to run, try to grab something really quick before the open. I'll be back before the open, though. Alright, I'm back. There's the open, guys, so good luck, everyone. Let's see if we can get some decent movers today. Alright, so CLPS pushing up to 1016. TXMD at 722. HJLI at 496. See if I can catch a bigger move here. DPW. Trying to push up some. AWX getting a volume spike. Look at AWX here, guys. If you want to catch one early, AWX is just now starting to push. I can't trade it on TradeNet, unfortunately, but a really big move on AWX. Popping up on my scanners. One of the biggest movers that's popping up on my scanners. Watching AJLI as well. TXMD washing out some under the VWAP. Let's see what VKTX is doing. But yeah, look at AWX, big move if you can get into it. VKTX is washing back down. SOGO. SOGO, big drop here. Big crash, big fail. PEP. Yeah, AWX, crazy move from about 250 all the way to 340, so a 90-cent move in less than a minute. Really crazy move here. CLPS is steady pushing up. It might start testing this 1050 level. We'll see though. It's got a little bit of time. Just be careful, Tiny. It could be something like a chat room pump. It kind of looks like one. And so just be careful. Alright, there goes the high pre-market high break on CLPS. Up to 1067, 1073. Big drop in CLPS, big pullback here. HJLI. Alright, so HJLI spiking up here, touching the VWAP, breaking it here. So HJLI starting to come back up. It's testing 550 now. Alright, so HJLI breaking 550. Really big move on this one as well. BOXL started to run up some. Got up to 636. It's at 620 now. AWX starting to push back up here. See if we can hold over 3. Starting to wash some now. GNK, keep an eye on that one. And yeah, CLPS keeps heading up here up to 1118, 1122. HJLI making a little run here as well. VSLR trying to. Higher float stock, but it's trying as well. RENN up to 1002. Good morning, James. What's up, man? Yeah, no worries, bro. It was good. I slept most of the time. Like, I've been waking up almost every day with the kids for my wife, and so my son's been waking up early. Haven't been getting as much sleep. So yeah, I passed out pretty early on the trip. Slept most of the time. Woke up about an hour before we got here. So SPY. Yeah, SPY is starting to come down. Some. So is HJLI here. You can look at all these upwicks. That was kind of the true. Like what you could see that is why that's ultimately happening. CLPS bouncing back. Gotta wait to see if this one goes under the VWAP. Yeah, thanks NYC. I appreciate it. Nice, Chad. Hey, killing it, man. Good job, bro. I hope you build that thing up to 100,000, man. INSY. Look at INSY here. INSY starting to run. It's tradable on TradeNet as well, but so check out INSY. It's running up to 864. Look at SOGO here. Wow, man, look at this run. Look at this move here. Really nice move. Wash out long. Over 14, up to 1450 now. Washout longs are steadily one of the most reliable setups I see. INSY. HJLI dropping down here under 5. Yeah, I'm going to look for a 485 bounce and then a test of the whole dollar. Might try to get in going short once it does do that. On HJLI. ABIO. Look at ABIO here. Whoa, the spread is bad on this one. I was really thinking about jumping in, but the spread is just so crazy here. So I don't want to be down immediately that much. Yeah, look at this spread. It's a 17-cent spread in a $5 stock. So yeah, there's no way I'm getting an HJLI. I'm actually glad I noticed this because before I didn't see it. But look at that spread, man. Crazy spread. VSTM starting to push up. Kind of bummed out I couldn't trade this one. Nice washout long setup there. No, unless I can get in on the ask here. That's kind of a good example of what I'm looking for, but yeah, there it goes, dropping down to HJLI, dropping back down. See, this is a picture-perfect example of what I'm looking for here. The spread's not too bad now. Actually, the spread's just, it must be a really low float stock. But yeah, you can basically see it pushed up, tested that VWAP right here. And then I look to get in after this low of the day break, but it's after looking at it for so long, it's just a little sketchy. I'm just gonna stay patient here. Try to find a good setup I like. FNSR, really nice washout long as well. DPW ended up crashing back down. What did AWX end up doing? Ooh. Big drop on AWX. Yeah, this looks like a chat room pump. Looks like some chat rooms pumping AWX up, so I'd be careful with it. It just It's really kind of a weird pattern. It goes up to 340 and then it washes all the way down to the 240 area. Definitely looks like a chat room pump, so somebody's pumping that thing up. Um, yeah, Thinkorswim's free. Oh yeah, no worries, Joshua. Appreciate the heads up though. Anyways, man. Yeah, I just don't see my good setups today, guys. I'm not seeing anything I really like right now. I know. Look at ABIO, cheap penny stock, but man, this thing went on a crazy run. It's up from about 50 cents all the way to 70 cents, so a huge, huge move with ABIO. I know I can't trade it, but crazy move if you can trade it. Looks good. You know, this is the only one that actually did my pattern here. HJLI dropped all the way down to the low of the day, bounced back to the VWAP, and then you can see it dropped back down to the low of the day. The spread's just so gnarly on that one, I just don't know if I can mess with it. Yeah, TXMD looks good as well. Really nice washout long setup there. Today's definitely a long day, and I'm more of a short bias trader. But yeah, Surfing Sky, Thinkorswim is TD Ameritrade's platform. And so as long as you have an account with TD Ameritrade, you can download Thinkorswim. And to create an account is free. It doesn't cost anything to create an account with them. So you could just sign up with them. Yeah, see, this is the pattern I liked with HGLI or HJLI. Unfortunately, the spread's just too crazy. It's when I was trying to get into it, it was an 18-cent spread. And so there's no way I'm jumping in a stock with an 18-cent spread that's only $5. That's unheard. That's ridiculous. Can't mess with it. But, doing exactly what I wanted it to after that. What's up, Track Racer? Good morning, man. AMBO. AMBO looks good as well. I mean, it's still not even 8:45 yet, so I'm just trying to be patient, find something I really, really like here. I did like HJLI, but it just didn't do quite what I wanted it to, and the spread was just too crazy. VKTX, starting to run here. BIOS. I mean, I'm a day trader, so from a day trading perspective, it doesn't look that great. Just because, I mean, the volume's really good, surprisingly, but it's just really choppy. It's going up and down from 271 down to this 265 level, so it's going back and forth. Kind of choppy. Doesn't really look like, I mean, it's crossing over the VWAP, going back under it, so it's kind of unpredictable right now, I'd say. The volume's not bad, though. It's not great. It's not bad either. IQ. And look at IQ. Yeah, this one's choppy too. Man, I will say this though. I miss my monitors at home. At home I have two 27-inch monitors. So I have, I have 54 inches of computer space for me to put charts on. I mean, on this computer I probably have about 20. So it's just a much smaller screen. I can't look at everything I really want to. So it's harder to catch moves. I miss my two monitors at home. Hopefully I'll get them. I was thinking about upgrading one of my monitors at home as well. But yeah, CLPS kind of choppy right here in between 12 and 5. If it starts to crack underneath here at 1075, I like it for a short down to 1030 to the VWAP. 1040, 1030. If it starts to crack under some of these. BOXL, Mitch. Hey, good luck, man. I hope it works. I see what your plan is. There's the break under the VWAP. ENT, guys, look at ENT here. ENT starting to make a move. Low volume though, but starting to look okay. Alright, there goes. Look at CLPS's drop here. So CLPS finally dropping under. Hitting the VWAP now. WATT breaking under the lows here, starting to crash. It has pretty low volume though. Alright, so SOGO starting to come all the way back here. So I'm looking for a bounce in SOGO up to this $14 level, maybe up to like $14.10, $14.12, and then a wash back. Down to 1362 is my entry, so that's one I'm kind of looking at here. Let's look for a bounce up to that $14 VWAP area is what I'm really looking for. See if we can get a little bit higher here for SOGO. Looking for a little bit larger bounce. There we go. Alright, so I am in SOGO here, right around the whole dollar. Going short. Looking for it to ultimately get rejected here, but if it starts to push up and break, you know, I can exit pretty quickly here as well. Looking to it for a wash back down to some of these lows. After this bounce back VWAP test, it's down to 1388. We'll see if it can start to come down a little bit more. Got a little bit of cushion. I can comfortably set my stop right over that 1402 level. Out of here, buddy.
Can you send me a new game?
Here, go ask mommy, buddy. I'm working right now, okay?
No, mommy's sleeping.
No, mommy's awake. She's just laying in bed watching TV. Alright, so it's dropping down to that 85-cent level. I've got a little bit of cushion though. So ultimately my goal really is down to this 1370 level right here. See if we can get that low. I want SOGO. Alright, it's down to 1385. I'm up 4 right now. I'd like to see it drop a little bit more here. The good news is that I have a little bit of leeway here. So it's down to 1384. Let's see if it can keep dropping. 1383. 1382. Well, it looked good for a split second. It bounced all the way back here, so we'll see how this one looks. I've got a little bit of leeway here. It's kind of the thing about using bigger sizing, though. I mean, I'm up, 12 cents, and my gain's not big enough, really. So, got to practice using bigger sizing here. I do like my entry though, because I can get out for a pretty small loss if it does start to come back up. Alright, so it drops back down to 1386 here. Finding a lot of support at this 1380 level right here, which makes me a little bit less confident in it. I'm still pretty calm in this trade though. Yeah, maybe so. Cool. I'm still pretty calm in this trade just because I have a little bit of room here. But I definitely like to see it drop down under that 1380 level. If it goes up, I'm just going to get out for a break-even trade at this point. Trying to stay patient in this trade. I mean, it's starting to run up now. I'll let it test 14. If it starts to push up anymore, I'm just going to get out. Alright, so I got out for a 650 loss in this trade. I don't think it was necessarily a bad trade. I think my trade idea was good. I just think that it didn't hold under the VWAP area. And I mean, I got pretty low there. I just didn't have enough sizing to take profits. I was up 12 or 13 cents. INSY. Alright, there goes CLPS dropping down here. I really need to work on my exits though. I should have noticed this right here at 1407. I literally got out right around that high. Literally right around that high is where I got out. So I for sure need to work on that. I mean, it's a tiny loss, but need to work on that a little bit more. Alright, so CLPS dropped under the VWAP and now it's bouncing over it. But man, look at Sugo here. I need to look at my charts more. I think I was calm in the trade, but I just kept telling myself I need to follow my plan. I need to follow my plan. And my plan was to get out over 1402. And so that's ultimately why I got out. So if it drops now, I I'm not disappointed that I followed my plan, but I think I may need to come up with a little bit looser of a stop in situations like this, just in case they try to go up and stop me out right there. Nice, Chad. Hey, killing it, man. Good job, bro. So check out FATE, guys. FATE, Fate, starting to run here. Really big move. I'm also thinking about shorting CLPS here. I don't know. I'm a little hesitant for it just because it's such a big move. Watching DBX here as well. GLMD. GLMD looks okay. Alright, so maybe my exit on Sogo was good. I think I just have FOMO really easy. I think the biggest thing that's wrong with me is I hate losing, and I think it clouds my judgment a little bit. CODX bouncing here, having a little bit of a spike. Low volume though. VKTX has been flagging nicely and pushing up all day for the most part. I'll be right back, guys.
Game because I want another one. This one's not very cool.
I think that one is cool, bud. Alright, guys, I'm back.
See? We crashed into Batman crashes into things.
I appreciate the sub, Lewis. Appreciate it, man. Welcome, bro.
See?
GLMD pushing up really nice here as well. All right, so FATE pushing up to 1290, breaking the high of the day here.
See? Well, this game's very hard.
Here, I'll play it with you once I'm done working, bud. But here, go ask your sister to play. She knows how to play, bud. All right, sorry. My son's trying to get me to play Lego Batman with him on his iPad. Yeah, what's up, Lewis? What's up, man? Yeah, that's what I call him. I say, hey, bud. He's my little buddy, you know. He's cool, though. He's a good kid. He's in his superhero phase now. KPTI. Where do I get this? Oh, nice, 7. Hey, have fun, bro. Hey, where do I get this FDA calendar you speak of? The mythical FDA calendar. Where do I get it? DXB will hit 40. See, this is exactly the pattern I look for. The problem with this one is that the spread was bad, but you can see bounce to the VWAP, a lot of room to profit some here. Bounced off of 520 each time it moved. Starting to crack lower here for HGLI or HJLI. I always mix my J's and my G's up when I'm talking. HJLI looks good. Lewis. Hey, man. Welcome back, bro. You unsubscribed to me, man. It hurts my feelings, bro. You know? I'm just messing with you, man. I know I post a lot of content, so it kind of flags up people's sub list. Dot. I appreciate that, 7. DBX. Oh, yeah, I put DXB. Deutsche. That's Deutsche Bank. DBX. Wow, man. Look at this move. I've also been trying to do somewhat like a meditating thing where every time I have a loss, I just kind of calm down and pretend like I didn't have the loss, you know. All right, so there's the low of the day break on HJLI. Man, I just can't say it right. This is what I was looking at. You know, I think you only have room to really profit down to about 450, but that's enough. Gonna wait for a bounce here on HJLI. TPIV. Yeah, Lewis. Hey, man, I appreciate it, though. But, yeah, this is actually a slow day. Like, on Mondays, I have probably, you know, I think last Monday or this past Monday, I had like 140, 150 people in here. And so it gets up there. You know, we get a decent amount of people here watching me lose money, you know. Let's see if they added TPIV. They did. Nice. They added TPIV. Cool. Yeah, look at NNDM. Appreciate that, Power Zone. Look at this big run. Yeah, you'll bounce back, Marquise. One thing I've noticed, and Mitch kind of picked up on this, but like my worst, there's two bad trading days for me. 2 days where most of the time there's not much action, and those 2 days are Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday and Fridays are usually pretty poor volume wise, especially Wednesdays. And so, I know Mitch refuses to trade on Wednesdays, and it makes sense why, just because Wednesdays are kind of sketchy. I'm sorry to hear that, Sonic. Yeah, no worries, James. Hey, I hope to see you back on Monday, bro. All right, so there goes HJLI. I'm kind of kicking myself right there with you, James, on this missed opportunity. I called this one out. Perfect example of what I look for. I actually made a video about this 2 weeks ago. It makes a run. It bounces off of the low of the day, and it bounces. It taps the VWAP. So you can see it did it twice here. And then look at this wash. So in trading, the patterns are easy to learn. It's all about whether you have the emotional stability in order to kind of take advantage of the move. Yeah, me too, James. Nice, cool. Hey, good call, man. Let's check it out. IQ. But I mean, days like today, I'm more of a short bias trader. What was the other one I was looking at? It was a really big mover. I was also a short. I'm also more of a short bias trader, and so on days like today where most things are pushing up, it's not my cup of tea, if that makes sense. Now I am kind of bummed out about this move here. This was a really obvious move here on GOOS. You've been in our Discord group 7. Let me see if I can find it. I haven't been to my own Discord channel in like a month. So I'm wondering. I got like 80 members in my Discord channel. I just never look at it. Usually it's because after I'm done streaming, I usually close it down for the day. Especially like days like today when I'm on vacation. VNCE. FATE. NNDM. Let's see if they added NNDM. No, they didn't add that one yet. GALT. Kind of steady pushing up here. CNAT. CNAT starting to run. Volume's just now kicking in. Don't really see a good setup yet for that one. In Thinkorswim, D-Boy in Thinkorswim. I was trying to figure out what to call you. I'm just going to call you D-Boy because I can think of that Lil Wayne song where he says, I'm a D-Boy. So, let me see. In Thinkorswim, you go to Active Trader. I know there's a way. Maybe if you go to monitor, let me see. Yeah, go to monitor on Thinkorswim. You see what I just did there? Right, Salty. Exactly right. You go to monitor and you go to today's trade activity. There's working orders, filled orders, canceled orders, rolling strategy, positions, etc. So go to monitor. You see it's all the way on the left side of your screen. Mitch, where you at, man? How you doing today, Mitch? I don't see you in here, man. Alright, so the one I'm watching right now is GOOS. That's one I'm probably paying attention to the most. It has a lot of volume. It's been moving a decent amount. There you go, 7. My kids are yelling at each other. NNDM. The one I'm really watching is CLPS here. What's the SPY doing? SPY's kind of choppy. HOG. INSY. Have you gotten into anything yet, Mitch? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm looking at, Track Racer. CLPS is one I'm really watching right now. Ultimately, I'm going to be patient, though, and wait. Like, I'd like to see it drop down to this 958 level. And then make a bounce, maybe up to 10. And then try to get in going short using the VWAP as my risk. So, smaller share size, obviously, since it's such a big move. Alright, 7. Have a good one, man. The spread's just kind of gnarly on CLPS as well, though, so we'll see what happens with it. I'm kind of bummed out. My Discord group has 99 people in it. One away from 100. But yeah, look at this spread on CLPS. The spread is well, it was just a 22-cent spread. Spread just got a little bit better. Alright, so there's your drop on INSY, Mitch. NYC. Yeah, I mean, you could go show it. I mean, everybody can go to the Discord, but the problem is nobody ever talks. And so that's why, like I said, I haven't been there in a month. It's got 100, it's got 100 people in it, but nobody ever talks. And so that's the biggest problem, is that nobody ever talks in it, There's the Discord if you want to join it. That's rough, Speedy. Alright, so here goes CLPS's drop down to 990. You can see that this is why I love the VWAP. Like, the VWAP's been something I've been focusing a lot more on lately. You can see how powerful the VWAP is. Turns into support here. It's just really powerful indicator. Alright, here goes INSY breaking under the whole dollar. If it pushes back, if it bounces back here and uses the whole dollar as support, I'll definitely consider it with a risk of 860. That's if I can trade INSY. Let's see. Yeah, CLPS starting to tank. Yeah, I love the VWAP. It's crazy. I didn't really use the VWAP for a long time, but after I've been using it, I just kind of see how powerful it is. It's just very obvious support and resistance level that a lot of people watch. Alright, here's INSY trying to test the 850s level. IQ. Yeah, IQ, really nice washout long setup. Baron, so to get the 4 charts, you just go to this top right thing where you see this rectangle, and I can just choose how many charts I want. I just want 4, so I'm just going to keep 4, but right under the on-demand screen, you can see that's how you ultimately do it, is you go to this right here. But man, IQ taking off in a big way. Alright, so I'm still watching CLPS pretty closely here, as well as INSY. Sorry, I'm plugging my laptop back in. My laptop died, so I can't see the chat. INSY testing the whole dollar again. There we go. GL to MD crashing. See, here's the move. I walked off to plug in my laptop, and here's the move on INSY. Yeah, there's the move I was looking for, man. FOMO here. Like I said, if it goes up and taps 850, I'm looking to get in going short if it holds this resistance. And there's that drop. Hey bud, here, get that out of your mouth, buddy. Don't put that in your mouth. Here, no, leave that alone. You looking out the window? Alright, so here's the move on CLPS here. Getting right around these lows. Specs. Yeah, look at specs here. Sogo. Yeah, Sogo's just been a little unpredictable. It's the one losing trade I've had today. BILI looks good. Alright, so here's the low of the day crash in CLPS here. Alright, so I'm looking for a bounce up to the whole dollar with a risk set at this 1014 level.
Daddy, somebody's coming in.
I think it's your mom with breakfast, bud.
Come on. You go open the door.
You want me to go open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright guys, I'll be right back. My son wants me to open the door. Alright, I'm back. Like I said, for Sogo, I want to see a bounce first, up to 10. Alright, so I got in Sogo right here. Just a starter share of 25 shares. Maybe consider adding it if it does get up to some of these levels up here. We'll see. I'm gonna try to let it work. Just a small tester size. Later, Tiny. Have a good day. So I got in with 25 shares on Sogo, looking for it to come back down and start to possibly test these lows right here, and crack under the lows is really what I'm looking for. If it doesn't, I use the small enough size to where I can get out, and if it does, I can consider adding it on a pullback of some sort. Oh no, I got in the wrong stock, guys. I got in the wrong stock. Why? I got in the wrong stock here. I guess I'll use it, but man, this is completely the wrong trade. Why? This is the trade I wanted to get into, and it would have been nice, man. Kind of bummed out now. That was not the right trade. Alright, I got out for a $4 gain, but it was not the right trade, but that's better luck than I've had lately, so I got a small gain out of Sogo when it was completely the wrong trade. Yeah, that's what I'm right there with you, Mitch. Not my plan. I was really looking for CLPS here is what I was really looking for. This is the move I was trying to make, the bounce move. So I guess I was lucky there. Right. Right, I know. Do you see that, Salty? You see that, Salty? Like, it was actually a good entry on Sogo. Like, I jumped into it and I bought it right around the highs, man. Just kind of luck. Oh yeah, it's for sure luck. Yeah, for sure. I'm a rookie. Cool. I'll admit it. I'm still a new trader for the most part, man. I'm not trying to act like an expert or anything. The only thing I don't like CLPS now is the spread is just crazy. 9 cent spread now. It was a 15-cent spread. Yeah, for real. It was actually a good entry. I looked at Sogo and I was like, well, it could be worse here, you know? Like, I could have shorted it right here, you know? And it would have just kind of steadied, pushed up. But yeah, I shorted it right around the high, so that worked. Nice little scalp there. But yeah, see, this is the trade I was trying to get into, which is kind of frustrating. You know, I was trying to buy this one at 963 right here, and you guys can see this was the move I was looking for. I was trying to buy it right here at 963, and it's down to 933 now. So it would have been up 30 cents or so on this trade already. Would have been a profitable day already if I would exit, even if I would exit here. So that's the kind of aggravating part. There it goes. Man. You know, I'm glad I got a little profitable trade on Sogo, but this was the move I was looking for, guys. This is the exact move I was trying to take advantage of with a 963 entry. So, would have been up 50 cents right now with 25 shares. That would be $12, $13. So, kind of a bummer. Have a good one, Power Zone. But man, that was the move on CLPS. Just bummed out about it. Would have been up. Would have been a profitable day, but rookie mistake. A nice move from 963 to 919. Unfortunately, I got in the wrong stock, but it could have been worse. I was sitting there thinking it's not moving as much as I was originally anticipating. You know, I got in with 25 shares, so it was a small gain, but 25 shares with this one, I mean, if it makes a dollar move, that's $25, so that's definitely plausible. With this one, it's just too small of a range to really profit from 25 cents. So I was lucky, or from 25 shares, and so I was lucky to get out for a green trade in this one at all. Yeah, TPIV is looking good. Testing 10 now. Specs, VNCE, still kind of running. Man, Specs came all the way back down. Small range. Yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself, though, for this trade, though. Not only did I buy the wrong stock, but I missed the move I was trying to get into, which was ultimately a 60 cent, 55, 60 cent move. Yeah, appreciate that, surfing. Yeah, that's what I just gotta tell myself, man. It's time for me to use bigger sizing though. I realized it kind of this week is that a lot of times, like yesterday, for instance, I was in a trade and I was up about 20 cents. But because I used such small sizing, I didn't really take advantage of the move and I ended up taking a small loss yesterday. And so I think it's finally time for me to use bigger sizing. I know I've said it before. I just have to continue to do it. Even if I lose this account, it's time to use bigger sizing. Just because a lot of times I take a large move, like I take a big percentage move, like a 20, 30, 40 cent move, and I'm using such small sizing that I don't exit when I should. You know, like for instance, in Sogo, I was up 20 cents in this trade this morning, and I held because it was such a small share size. You know, it was this move right here. I held because it was such a small share size that I needed to take bigger gains out of the market. And so it's time. I gotta focus. Like if the stock's in between $1 and $10, I need to probably use around 100 shares, depending on how. If it's more expensive, use 100. If it's less expensive, use 200 or so. Unless it has a big range like this, where it's like 50 cents would be sufficient. Because if it moves, if it moves 50 cents. Or 50 shares would be sufficient, because if it moves 50 cents, that's a $25 gain, and this one's moving 50 cents every few minutes, and so I gotta work on using bigger sizing. But I'm gonna go ahead and close the stream down now. Very small loss on the day. One green trade, one losing trade, although I can't really be proud of that green trade because it was accident. But look at this. This was an extremely lucky wrong trade though, because this was a good entry. If I was watching it and had to trade it, I might have jumped in that one. Correct, surfing. So if you reach $700, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Lewis. It's like 100 share minimum. But I don't know. So because here's the thing, if CLPS, the reason I get a little worried about 100 shares is because if it makes a big move like this, I'm immediately down, a huge percentage in my account. If it goes from 11.20 to 10.20 in less than a minute, I'm immediately down a huge amount. And so the only reason is if it's if it's over $10 or if it's around $10 and the range is really, really big, I think 75 shares or 50 shares might be better. But if the stock's under $5 or under, I think 100 to 200 shares is a decent option, Oof. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now, guys. Not too much I really like. Mitch, are you streaming today? Sonic? I don't, man. I hope it'll be, I hope it'll shoot up. Mitch, are you streaming today? Alright, James. Have a good one, man. See you then. Alright, so everybody go check out Mitch's channel. Let me see. Yeah, give me a second, I'll find it. Yeah, everybody go check out Mitch's channel. He's streaming on YouTube as well. So go check out Mitch. There's the link in the description. And yeah, guys, everybody have a good day. I will see you guys on Monday. I may put a video out this weekend. I'm not quite sure yet. And so I'll do my best. I'll be back home on Tuesday of next week, so I should be able to resume my usual video schedule. and be back on my computer. But yeah, the Wi-Fi here isn't bad. The stream's been pretty good. I'll see you all later. Have a good one, guys. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it if you do. It definitely helps support us. And everybody, make sure to hit the like button right now in this video if you want to help support us. I day trade live every weekday morning from 8:45 a.m. from 8:45 a.m. till about 10:15 market time. So hit the subscribe button, guys. Click those like buttons if you want to help support us, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for watching.